Hello friends, this is just a little collective reading that I'm doing for the upcoming eclipse this week on January 10th. I understand that a lot of us, we get confused with the energy of eclipses, and this essentially is really talking about understanding, our insecurities, what we feel is kind of holding us back, what changes are reluctant to make. What do we really want to leave behind? It is a new year, and so a lot of us, we start having these New Year's resolutions, things that we want to focus on as we move into the energy of 2020. And I know that 2019 was a very loaded year for many of us, and so the very first card I got here is the Magician. The Magician is a really awesome card because it really talks about the major aspects and things that we're ready to kind of shift and change into. It's really about a focused flow of creativity, of, working with that energy in a much more creative way in order to really manifest on the physical plane the things that we really want in our day-to-day life. The thing here is that it's really calling us to that awareness. It's really calling us back into our inner world, to the core of who we are, of understanding the part of us that is whole and complete, and kind of redirecting that creative flow of energy into a much more focused action. And I know eclipse season kind of brings a lot of unexpected changes, a lot of things that we need to be aware of, things that we need to see a little bit more clearly. And I think it's a wonderful way to kind of start the energy of 2020 this way. The magician also, or essentially, let me rewind a little bit. A good magician understands, what tools they have at their disposal in order to create the magic that they're looking to kind of manifest in their day-to-day life. And so that's essentially what we need to take as we move into this energy for 2020, is understanding the tools that we already have, the things that we've already learned, our experiences, what is available to us, what are we receptive and open to. The Magician is also here as a turning point for us to kind of get out of that element of surprise, in a way of, not really understanding what it is that we're trying to create as we move into 2020. It's not about hanging back. It is about moving forward and utilizing everything that is available to us and at our disposal in order to really create the reality that we're looking for. There's a lot of hope, there's a lot of awareness, there's a lot of understanding what we are manifesting for ourselves, looking at all of our relationships and every way that we connect with others. A good magician, typically shows off in front of an audience. So, who's paying attention to you right now? How are you showing up? What kind of show are you putting on, if that makes sense? The next card I got is this action card. And so again, we're being kind of pushed into getting out of our comfort zones and really understanding that this is a time to really take action, let go of that paralysis that's been holding us back, let go of the burdens that we've been hanging on to. It's time to move step by step. And I think it's a fantastic card to be paired with this Magician card, because I know that we all become afraid to move forward, and it's completely natural. We are creatures of comfort, and change can be extremely difficult. And especially if we've been hurt, or if we have failed, or, if we have anxiety about something, or we just don't have a clear understanding of how to get from point A to point B, it is a lot easier for us to kind of hang back. It feels safer. And I know for a lot of us, that's where we want to stay. We want to remain in that safety. So this is really about taking joyful action towards the things that we really desire. What is it that we really want? Don't freeze up whenever a new opportunity shows up in your life. And the last card I pulled is this card, is Veiled. The Veiled card really talks about there's something that we're just not seeing. And I think that it's really about understanding how eclipses work. Sometimes we don't really understand what changes are going to be instigated. We might see them at a surface level and not understand how deep these changes may run. And so some of these things that we're not clearly seeing at this point in time, it's not meant to just hold you back or to scare you of what it is that's going on. It's just having an understanding that we don't always know everything that is going on with something, and we're not always going to understand everything that's holding, that's being held from us at this point in time. And so it's really about understanding how we protect ourselves as we move forward. Are you, a good magician understands that they have to kind of protect their secrets, their tricks, the magic, so that things appear to work a certain way. And so there may be some sort of element here where we have to kind of be protective of what it is that we're trying to create. What are the things that we need to kind of hide a little bit, or what hidden abilities need to come to the surface? Because whenever we think of veiling, I mean, that's another element that you can kind of take into account. So to me, this is really just talking about, it's time for us to really take action, be aware of the things that maybe we're not seeing quite as clearly, and understanding that we have a lot of magic deep within us that's ready to be expressed and utilized as we move forward. Yes, there's going to be changes. Yes, that can be a little bit scary, but we're ready for it. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether we feel like we are exactly prepared for what it is that's coming for us. It's really just time to move forward and trust that we have everything necessary. And if we just move forward and get out of that comfort zone, that everything is really going to work out the way that it's supposed to. So I hope that this makes sense. Thank you so much. Bye.